fact very recently that Patton, the famous general,
Also famously stopped Nazis.
he died like 2 weeks after the war ended in a
Did he
Jeep
really?
crash.
Huh.
Oh,
Well, we didn't need him anymore.
I mean, if you're gonna
Job's done.
if you're gonna get into if you're gonna get into like a minor crash in a Jeep and die,
Now,
2 weeks after
you know
the
what?
war
Wait
is,
until we
you
were
know
done.
what? Thanks, bro.
Here's the thing, though. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of because it was probably one of those little Jeeps that don't have like
Oh, they
the
have
roof.
nothing. Yeah.
There's nothing
Oh,
there,
yeah, no.
and
And they're
those
not wearing
cars,
seatbelts.
those
No.
cars like convertibles.
Yeah. Flip. Right.
That's
Brian's
my fear.
greatest fear.
That's my
Brian's
fear.
greatest fear.
It happened to Patton. It
Yep.
happened in Downton Abbey.
Okay.
It could happen to me.
Brian, I don't know
Because
that
you're
they
in those
flipped.
topless cars all the time.
Brian, I don't.
No, I'm not because of that reason.
I
That's
don't know.
why.
Also,
I don't know if Patton's flipped.
I would buy
I
that.
don't know that.
That is a lifelong fear of Brian's. So
Yeah.
I would buy
I-
that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't want to be in them.
I'm
I
sure
don't trust
Patton.
them.
I'm sure Patton went through
So
a
if someone
win.
like came and picked you up, you'd just be like,
I'll get the
Absolutely
Uber.
not.
I'll get an Uber. No, thank you.
Absolutely not.
"No, thank you."
No, thank you.
In that death trap? No, thank you. Might as
I
well show up here.
splurged
Might as well show up here in a
extra
cyber truck. Are you trying to kill me?
Also, I'll ride a motorcycle without a helmet. Thanks.
I don't give a shit. I'm sure. I don't know if it flipped over. I'd have to look into it. But he definitely went through a windshield, I imagine.
Oh, probably. He definitely wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Let's talk about what we think happened to his body after he got in the accident. It's your direction for the show.
Just put him on strings and made him a puppet.
Yeah. Well,
Or did they
were
weekend?
like,
Or was it 2 weeks before the war ended and they had to weekend Bernie him
and
for
they
2
had
weeks?
to burn him for like a month
Yeah.
actually because it was 2 weeks after
They had
the
to
war.
scare.
so
They had
been-
to scare the Japanese.
Well,
to make sure
even
that
then,
they,
it's still like I'm sure you're batting
Oh my
cleanup.
gosh.
Like there's
He
got to
was-
be people.
Okay,
like the
I
war
looked it
ends,
up.
but there's got to be guys out there still being
sure.
dickheads.
Kim's
I looked
ruined
it
it
up.
with her facts.
Yeah.
He was in the back of his limousine.
it was a limo.
Oh.
When his driver-
My fear
Jeep
still
limo?
stands.
Boo.
My fear still
His
stands.
driver went
Boo,
too
I thought
fast.
he was a working man.
Went too fast over a railroad crossing and then plowed into the passenger side of an army truck. No one was hurt except Patton, who, despite a nasty gash on his head, immediately realized he'd been paralyzed.
What?
Yeah. And then he took him to, like, 9 days later, he threw a clot.
And he died.
Oh.
And
He
died.
threw a clot.
He threw a clot.
You said he threw.
Yep.
Never heard that.
You've
Wait,
never heard that?
He threw a clot.
So wait, he
threw a fucking
he got
clot.
a gash on his head, knew he was
Paralyzed,
but
and then threw a clot.
and then
and
had a
died
blood
9
clot
days-
and died.
9 days
Welcome to
later.
an all-new
Yeah.
episode of LOLJK, Saving the World, one topic at a time. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Reinish.
I'm Kyle McVeigh.
I'm Kim.
I'm Brian.
And we are back. I know we're going to have released our previously recorded episode, but this is the first episode back after our brief hiatus.
We're back.
Thank you, everybody, for your nice messages. Really appreciate it.
Yes.
I am rusty.
Are
We're going to
you?
get back into it.
I thought we started off pretty strong.
Yeah,
also,
we can't
why
put
history?
I could have
but
read
also,
more
he
gruesome
was,
details,
Okay,
by the
but
way.
also he was in a limo on an army base. Clearly,
Yeah.
He was in Germany still. Yeah. He
why do you have a limo?
he had two.
Good question.
Okay, listen.
That's hubris.
He had two crushed vertebrae. Simply put,
Oof.
he had broken his neck. For the next 12 days,
Yes.
he lay in traction, whatever that means.
Hey,
You're not.
That's
At-
when you're like
At
suspended.
times, with painful fish hooks implanted into his cheeks on either side of his upper jaw,
Why?
attached to weights to stabilize his neck.
Why fish hooks?
I don't
Didn't need to
know.
be fish hooks.
It super fucking didn't have to be fish hooks.
Showing few signs of recovery, his doctors put him into a full body cast to prepare him for the flight home to the United States.
Don't do that.
Didn't make it.
They put him on a flight.
No, he
No.
died before they
Yeah,
they
thank
could.
Christ.
Yeah.
Like
A blood
mean,
clot in
that'll
his
make you throw a
paralyzed
clot.
body worked
I
its
guess
way to his
that'll make
heart.
you throw a clot. You get in the air, you throw a clot.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
happening.
Famously.
I
They
will
didn't know
say,
about throwing clots back then.
no,
Come
they
on.
had no idea. I will say, I was like, why didn't they fix him there? I was like, right, all of Europe was fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They
there
didn't
was
have
like
any of those good
nothing
German
to fix
hospitals
up
anymore.
anymore.
It said he was showing no signs of recovery. I don't think they thought they were going to be able to fix
He
him.
was also
Yeah.
old.
and he was in his 60s.
He was old.
I mean, back then that was really old, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
old.
Like in a wartime, especially.
So old.
60.
old.
Yeah, you know what? 60 general wartime is probably closer to 80 anyway.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say
And, like, with the
you've
cigarettes?
run rough.
Oh,
You've
well,
run
yeah.
rough. Oh,
You
unfiltered.
mean cigars?
Lucky Strikes.
Patton was a
Yeah,
cigar man.
He was perhaps a
I bought a
cigarette
pack of
bullet.
Lucky Strikes because of Mad Men. They suck. That's
They
my
taste
review.
toasty.
No, they don't.
They're
That's why I
toasted.
bought them.
Yeah, all cigarettes taste like shit.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was like, oh,
It's
maybe
the
these will
drugs
have
in
like a
them.
flavor.
They say in the show that whole line is bullshit.
yeah, but it still worked on me.
Wow.
Jesus, Joey.
They're
Wow.
short too, because they have no filter. They look
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
wee.
Yeah. They're little tiny boys.
I was like, oh,
Wee.
these suck. Anyway,
Oh man,
glad I don't like these.
Yeah, well, hey, me too.
Yeah,
Good job.
We
because
all
I'd
are.
be
Yeah.
dead already.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to an all new episode of our comedy podcast. I just thought I would open up by telling you guys about the massive 9-figure deals that companies are writing for podcasts
What?
lately.
Are we going down this road again?
Yeah, I thought I would update everyone on the latest.
Okay.
Sure.
Big Bang. This
All
isn't
right.
my topic, by the way. This
No.
is
This
okay.
is just a little,
Oh,
just a
a
little.
little tidbit to bring us back up.
aperitif.
Yeah.
Just a little FYI.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hang on a second. How many of them have a Nigel?
Oh, that's a good shirt.
Almost zero.
Probably zero.
They probably all have
We
a
barely have
celebrity
one.
I
who
can
already
work
makes
to the
enough
camera
money.
now. I can finally work to the camera.
Oh yeah,
How
for
many of
everyone
them
at
have
home,
it-
Brian can finally see the
It's
screen.
been a
Yeah.
year.
It's been a long fucking
It's been
time.
many years.
Since we've started video, Brian has the only one who has not been able
Never
to
been
see.
able to see the camera.
See
This is
himself.
exciting. I'm going to look at myself.
I also find this
exclusively
very-
in the camera for the
I
whole
found this
episode.
very distracting as well because I keep catching myself looking
Oh.
up at myself. I'm like,
Well, don't do
well,
that.
should,
I
you
know,
know, here's
try
what
not to.
I should,
I'm
I
gonna
should
say
move the
the-
camera so it's like more.
They're going to be
underneath
very
it.
distracted
So
about
then
it
I
now.
can like see my. So now I can see myself, but it looks like I'm looking at my camera.
no,
Yeah.
no, that
And
doesn't
they're
look
like-
like
yeah,
that.
what
You
if I
should
do it
raise
like
it back
this?
up to where it was.
What if it was like this? And
oh,
then
there he is.
Uh,
Oh, there's Brian. He's doing it.
Perfect.
Yep. See, this is what we get for finally giving Brian
This
video.
is why you
It
don't touch the
rested.
cameras.
It rested.
I do cameras my entire work. I know how to camera.
Brian does that his entire work.
His
I
entire
work.
Not physical cameras,
Yeah.
but camera.
My entire
Brian
work is
working
camera.
I'm gonna say these people's name wrong.
Okay,
NFL
great.
brothers Travis and Jason
Kelsey.
Kelsey,
yeah,
yeah.
the Kelsey brothers. They have a
$100
podcast.
million
Okay,
deal.
well, time out.
You know, he's
None of us
that's,
are dating Taylor
I was gonna say
Swift,
that's
so
the
we're not
one
gonna-
dating
Oh,
Yeah,
so
we're not
they're
gonna
both
that one.
Super Bowl winners. This is well. I honestly, okay.
that's the
This
point.
is my thing.
That's the problem.
They don't need $100 million.
Did no one hear me when Joey was going to read it? I was going to say, what celebrity that doesn't need the money just got this deal? Like,
all
Correct,
of them,
Kim.
yeah.
Thank
There's-
you.
I think
Sorry.
there's one that I'm like, fine.
Okay,
okay.
Kelsey. I
What?
like the Kelsey
Oh,
brothers. I think
same.
they're very fun
But
people.
they already had their podcast. They don't need that much money.
No,
Just let them keep doing their
one
thing
of them
for fun.
did retire recently, so
He
he.
needs $100 million.
He-
They got a lot of brain
Yeah.
things. They do have a lot of brain things they're gonna have to get fixed.
Yeah, he is
So
gonna.
they're
Have,
gonna
he
need
was
It's
some
only
money.
a matter of time before they slide into right wing because of all the brain injury.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, that is inevitable usually.
So this is a $100 million deal with Amazon's podcast studio Wondery, which I didn't even
Amazon's
know
podcast
it was
studio?
Amazon's. now.
Oh, I think they bought it.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Seems like
Okay.
something
That's
they
their
do.
thing.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, you know what? Love
Um,
Amazon. Would love
They don't
them
like
even
to
more
make
if
stuff from the
they
ground up.
gave us
The
some
next
money.
$100 million
I love
deal.
that.
Wouldn't you love to work for Amazon?
I've tried to
If-
get them to give me money multiple times.
If
this
they
year,
would
and
pay
won't
us
do
$100
it.
million to do this show, yeah.
Multiple times I have
Yeah.
tried to get Amazon to give me money this year.
Here's the thing.
and
whatever,
they won't.
We
guys,
just, you know
guys,
what?
I'm gonna.
I
I'm
just
gonna,
keep giving them my money.
I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud.
Same.
Say the quiet part out loud. Let's suck up all these bitches the entire episode. Every
Suck up
single
to
one.
'em?
Let's suck
Yeah.
up to him.
Yeah. Don't don't trash the company.
Okay.
Trash the people.
Got it.
Right.
Sirius XM, you may have heard of
Love
it,
them. Love Sirius
Yes.
XM. Love a Sirius XM.
inked a $100 million deal with LOLJK. I mean, Smartless.
Fuckers.
Smartless.
Well, we know that
These
one though.
Motherfuckers.
That's old news.
Even-
That's our whole bit.
Even the fucking car loves Sirius.
Who doesn't love Sirius for
It just
Sirius
tries to-
XM?
Tries to play it every once
just
in a while.
tries to-
Still, the Mazda still tries to
Stitcher.
load
And
Stitcher.
and
yeah.
Stitcher
Mhm.
and Pandora.
Makes my anal egg vibrate every time it tries to load.
It's just smartless, really.
Yeah, I know.
We just love celebrities so much
Yeah.
in this country, don't we?
Joe Rogan's deal was $250 million.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we knew that.
Gross.
was-
Alex Cooper, which is not the
I
Alex Cooper.
Do not know who
I
the
don't know who that
fuck
is.
that is.
It's not the singer.
Yeah.
It's a
I don't-
lady.
That's
No.
Alice Cooper.
yeah.
Yeah,
Not
that's
Alex.
Alice
You're
Cooper.
right.
So first
So
of all,
I didn't think it was that at all.
I did.
yeah.
Alex Cooper.
Don't know who that is.
Departed Spotify in favor of a 3-year, 125 million with SiriusXM that granted them exclusive ad and distribution rights for her sex relationship podcast, Call Her Daddy.
Oh, I have heard of
Oh.
this.
Still haven't heard of it.
I have not,
Maybe we
no.
should get representation.
That's an
Have we tried
insane
that?
amount of money.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah, that's nuts.
$125 million.
I'd take
Never
it.
work again.
No,
Like
Work
I
for
would
3
do
years.
I would do those 3 years, and then I would be like,
done.
I'm done.
Done.
I just chill and travel and do whatever I want.
Yep.
If the podcast boring, you make more money.
Yeah. Oh God, I'd probably get so bored I'd do a podcast again.
Oh my God.
What a vicious
Kyle's
cycle.
travel
I can't.
podcast.
Just when I think I'm out.
Ah,
They pull
fuck.
me back in. If they want some raw, untapped content, they got to come to us, baby.
Tap our con, Amazon.
Come tap
Yeah,
our
I
cunt.
was thinking about this the other day. I was like, if I
What's
had
the pitch? The
if-
pitch is
if
us
I-
raw.
If I
You need
truly got that much
tastemakers.
money, I'd be like, what would I do? And I'd be like, okay, I'd probably have a couple years where I just kind of fucked off and did whatever I wanted.
Before you realize
You
life
wouldn't-
is
and then,
meaningless.
Kyle, you wouldn't-
eventually I would be like, oh man, I'm pretty bored. I guess I'll go back to writing. I guess I don't know.
You wouldn't invest prudently?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
that,
yeah, but then,
yes,
like, what are you gonna do with
that's-
your
but
time?
Yeah, that's a thing
Oh, I
that
already
you
know.
let someone else do for
Have
you
we
when you're
talked-
that
have
rich.
have we talked about what we would do if you ever won like the Powerball?
No, and
Oh,
I
it's
think
not
about
bad.
that a lot, and
So
I don't know what it would be.
Here's what it would be.
Just live off the interest.
No, well, okay, cool.
Like a cool guy.
I guess I'd be like every other rich kid in the industry, and
everybody.
just...
I would buy
Start a
I
studio.
would buy a squad of boats,
Wow.
Squad.
and then we would go out.
I
Whatever
think
you
it's called
call
a murder.
and a murder of boats. We'd go out.
patent of
We'd go out
boats.
to the.
There's an inevitable crash.
We'd go out into the ocean.
Everyone's paralyzed.
and then we would use our boats and fight. And we have
Okay,
boat
see,
fight.
this is what I was talking about. It
I
is a
can't believe
patent
you're
of
cool
boats.
with that when they have no top. Considering you're
They have no
deathly
top?
afraid of
oh,
Jeeps.
sorry.
And we
Also,
know
I
you
should point
jump
out-
into water from a bridge.
Dead.
Concrete, basically.
I
Yeah,
also would like
yeah.
to point out I'm not fighting. I'm watching the boat
Oh.
fight.
Oh, so you're
you're
like
having us
a
fight.
you're like a Roman emperor.
Yeah.
Are you paying
yeah,
us
okay.
to do the boat fights?
Of course, I bought the
Okay.
goddamn boats.
How much?
I don't know how much. Well, it depends on how big the Powerball is.
Year
really.
salary.
What are we fighting with?
It depends on the
Minimum
value
year
of the boat.
salary.
No,
We
no,
got
no, no.
boats.
I mean, like we're literally
Whatever-
ramming our boats.
Whatever you want.
Yeah,
We're
you're
throwing
running.
shit at each
you're
other.
running-
While we
Are we
boat
shooting
by.
at each
I-
other?
yeah, that's what I'm
Do we
saying.
have guns?
I
Here's
need
the
the
thing.
specifics.
I provide the boats. I'll give you all a comfortable fee.
Well, I need to
Interesting.
know
A
what
comf-
we're
and then
fighting with.
it's on you to figure out how to win.
Make it make
What's,
it
what
entertaining.
is
That is
what
the
is
goal.
win? What is win?
To win.
to
to-
be the
to
last
win
one
fight.
alive.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it a
Are we
fight
fighting
to the death?
I don't think it has to be to the death. I think we could have a rescue boat.
A fight to the maiming.
A fight to the sinking.
Okay.
Just
Okay,
sink the
so
boat.
you
A
are
fight-
trying to sink each other.
Sink it. Yeah.
Okay, people will die
Yeah.
Mhm.
almost immediately.
Well, bring a life jacket.
Yeah, I don't think I'm worried
We're not
about
gonna do
that.
it.
I'm not worried about the swimming
To
part.
make it
I'm
interesting-
worried about not making it to, the swimming
to make
part.
it interesting, we'll do it
Yeah.
off the coast of Spain. That way you can fight with the
fun,
orcas
yeah.
as well too.
Okay.
The orcas that are attacking your boats.
Can you lower your
Okay,
camera? You
but
look really
Brian,
tiny.
now I'm like, now you should
better?
just
More.
start
Lower
a fucking boat
Lower.
death squad where you
There you
get to where we just drive around like a boat gang around
Yeah, I
Europe
thought,
fighting
Brian,
the orcas.
I thought you were
Okay.
buying a squad of boats.
or we join them and we also sink rich people's yachts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
We're
thought
Mad
That's it.
Max.
See, now this is why you throw the ideas out. It says this is why you have a writer's room,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everybody, because you
Exactly.
throw out ideas.
First idea is not always the best
not
idea.
always the best, but
First
there's,
idea?
but there's a nugget, and
Yeah.
the nugget
Well-
is to
Those boats.
First
I
idea
just
is
say-
murder your friends. Real idea is get arrested.
Can I just say?
No,
you're
it's
too rich
Joey,
for that,
No,
idiot.
it's international waters, you dumbass.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jeez.
but like, fuck me, because I thought Brian was buying us all boats so we could just all go have a fun friend boat party together.
Oh, Brian,
No,
can you
no,
when you
there's a
buy the
goal.
boats?
No.
I want you to also buy a full size replica of the man-made island from Waterworld.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
What does it call that?
Sure.
Waterworld.
No. There was a name for those places.
The atolls?
In the fucking
Atoll.
title.
Kim
Come
pulled
on.
it.
Oh,
I got
atoll?
it.
What's
I
it
got
called?
this.
Atoll.
It's an
Oh,
atoll.
that
Oh.
sucks.
Sure, I guess.
Sucks.
Stupid.
I'm gonna write to Costner about that.
He didn't write it.
No, I'm gonna write to him about he didn't direct.
You know
that.
what
Did
he should?
direct
You know
that?
what he should have
didn't
done
direct that.
instead of those
did Postman.
instead of those
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
those
Good movie.
Western movies that he did.
Anything else?
Well, yeah, more Waterworld. Just another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, he
Use
should've
his
done more
fortune to do like a
Waterworld.
better water.
I
not
thought
even
instead
another
he was
one.
like, I want to make 4 westerns back to back.
and nobody's gonna watch them.
What a
Yeah,
bummer. No,
nobody.
they're on HBO Max now, so we can
Oh,
watch
look
them.
what's coming our way.
Well, no, probably not because this isn't a junior.
Whoa.
Oh, that is a
That's a
full
full
novel.
beefy boy there.
Ooh.
But I did own this growing up.
Okay, it might not be a junior, but still, to condense that whole fucking movie into that, they're leaving out a lot.
I
That is
doubt
impressive.
it.
I don't know.
This isn't
How
the
is it-
Ulysses cut.
Is it 200 pages? How long's a movie for a script? Like what's the breakdown of a page?
Well, it depends on how you get
It's a
into
page
the...
a minute.
But those are
Yeah.
little pages. Oops, sorry. Hit my
Yeah,
camera.
so if
the-
it's like 250 pages, that's almost the length of the movie. It's not
Yeah.
a
300.
It's a tight two.
I mean, that's for script
321.
pages. I don't know about
That's
yeah,
what I'm
not
saying.
novel
Yeah.
pages.
Those are tiny little book
novel
pages.
Yeah.
that's true. In a novel, you write a paragraph, and that could be like
But when I did buy
Depends on
my...
the font size. What's the font size looking like?
12.
I mean, it's wee.
That's legit. All right, yeah.
It's like this is a real novelization.
Yeah.
A novel based on the motion picture.
Atoll.
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 Yeah, Atoll.
That's fucking 8-hole.
But I bought that when I bought my like clutch of movies on tape books at the
Clutch?
beginning. It's like a murder of books.
That's how the ladies
A
in
gross-
Waterworld give birth.
A clutch.
A clutch of eggs.
A clutch of movie adaptations.
A clutch of movie adaptations. And then Kevin Costner jizzes on him.
And then swims away, never to meet his children.
And then he dies because he's done.
Kim.
Yeah?
Why don't you tell us about this little sign?
Okay, so
Oh.
Oh.
my brain's been doing weird things where it just doesn't. You may be familiar with like the phrase, like horses, not zebras. Like when you hear hoofbeats, think horses, not zebras.
Sure. Yeah.
They
Occam's razor.
usually use it in medicine, I think, mostly.
But it's
Oh.
Occam's
But, like-
razor. The
Occam's
most
razor, yeah.
obvious thing
Yes.
is
Is what it
usually the
is,
thing.
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
No, mine
My-
is like monsters with hooves that
My
sound like a
brain-
horse to trick
My
you.
brain keeps doing
Right.
zebras.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Fair.
as a way to say what's been going on here.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
Check out the YouTube channel for visuals here.
so
We're
we've
talking
been
about a
seeing this
visual.
sign.
Okay.
It's for a realtor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aurora.
And
Realty group.
it's got what is clearly the peak of a roof and a little attic window
Oh, is that what that is?
drawn into
Or
the
it's
letters.
a plane.
I think it was a plane for a second.
Like
Okay.
a bomber.
But yeah.
Okay, so
Or
maybe
an Aurora Borealis.
maybe because of the crappie in your brains also did a zebras, but they didn't do my brain's zebra.
Okay.
Because when I saw this image, what I saw was a person in the very wide stance.
hang on. Why don't you switch? Switch, please.
Okay. I can see what you're doing.
Hang on. All right, hang on.
Yeah.
I'll cut this out. There. Okay. Is it there?
No.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I thought.
All right.
Very wide stance,
Yeah.
arms down,
Ass
head
up.
looking through the
Ass up.
legs,
Yeah.
Arms down.
back
ass
at the
up.
camera.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it now.
First thing I saw.
It's a Rorschach test of a reality group. There's so many things you could see.
Why did my brain do that? The house, the roof part is red.
Yeah.
The little dot that is the man's head in my brain is also red.
Yeah.
And then the R's are blue. Why did my brain incorporate those into the picture that it was
Spreading them.
seeing?
I mean,
It's spreading it. No, now that
The
now that
truth-
you've said it, I can't unsee it.
right? Go back to the other picture.
the truth is that it's just a really
Whoa.
You went
oh
super fast.
It doesn't like that mode. Okay, I gotta be
It
in this
doesn't like
mode.
the switching mode.
Like the single screen mode. It didn't
Oh,
like
okay.
it.
I see. That's fine.
So see, like the R, the stick of the R, which
Yeah.
in my brain were the guy's arms,
yeah.
aren't even the same color as
No.
the other part.
no.
So I don't know why. That's where it went.
I mean, it's what it comes down to. It's a bad design.
Well,
Well,
yes.
Yeah,
It's just
but
straight
what
up
it comes down to
definitely that.
is
Well,
but-
obviously yes.
There's an
You
improvement
would.
though, because Kim pointed it out to me and I was driving.
Come
So
check
I didn't
out
get
our Aurora.
a full view, but when I watched it, or when I looked at it, she was describing what for me to draw on it so she could do the diagram of what she saw.
What she saw.
Uh-huh.
What I did, what I saw,
Yes.
which
It's
is
not a jet plane.
it's
by
not
the
a
way.
jet
Well,
plane.
this is what he saw as I was trying to say. That's the guy's legs.
Let me
and then he tried to extrapolate what I was gonna say next, and his brain went to a different
A
place
dick.
with it.
there needs to be a dick between the head
Yeah.
and us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
Did you put little hands
Yeah,
on
he
the
did.
R's?
Yeah,
Good detail.
to
Yeah.
really make sure you
It
could
sells
see
it,
what I
yeah,
was doing
sorry.
there, what my brain was doing there.
Wow.
Is that what we're gonna call that a position, the Aurora?
The Aurora.
Really
Hey,
get
babe,
in
really want to
there.
do an Aurora tonight.
Well, yeah, you're looking at a star.
Yep. There we go.
Well, there it
There it
is.
is, everybody. There's a
did
But
it.
new.
see, doesn't it look like that's like the hole or something? And like
Now I can see
if
it.
the O is the head looking back at
Oh,
us.
I would say that it's not a head looking back at us. Like, it's a big old butthole
yeah,
somehow.
yeah. But
Yeah.
there should be dick between us and the head of the person.
Unless it's a
I
woman.
mean, it could be a woman.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Guess- I guess
The
it's
fuck was that?
2024.
Sorry, yeah, I guess a coin flip. It could be one of the two. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I guess 2024 a woman could be showing us her asshole on the
Yes,
sign.
she absolutely can.
Pardon me for thinking it would probably be a dude.
I mean, in terms of,
Pardon me for not wanting to see a dick and balls right here.
as we all know, a dick and balls is funnier.
It is funnier.
Yeah,
But
Well, I don't know. Someone spreading their asshole is
pretty funny either way.
pretty
to be honest.
funny no matter who it is, really.
Yeah.
Because then if it's not a dick and balls, then you got titties hanging.
oh
That's
yeah,
true,
then you could
yeah.
have two.
That's why
yeah.
I didn't think. Thank you,
Yeah,
Kyle.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I didn't think it was a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
alright.
you could have hanging
Well, it could be
either way.
You know, not
I
all
never-
women are as well endowed. Though.
Brian, shut the fuck up.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
saying
because
that
you have
there.
video now doesn't mean you could be all cocky about it.
my brain didn't
Sorry, I can
think
finally
it
see what the
was.
fuck you guys are talking about now.
My brain wasn't worried about making
Also,
it
are half of our
anatomically
faces
correct.
just covered up now?
Yeah, but yeah. We'll just put that over.
Okay. Okay. I didn't. My brain wasn't worried about making it anatomically correct. It was still just like a stick figure guy on the drawing.
Sure,
Sure.
but
It was a
I'm
stick
aware.
figure. It was a gender. You know what? It's a gender neutral butthole.
Yeah,
Butthole bent over.
it's
Yeah.
their butthole.
Why don't we just
Yeah.
take it as a gender neutral butthole?
It's their butthole.
But
We've all got them. I like the same.
I would
Butthole's
like
a
to
butthole.
fully
That's fine.
flesh out this topic that Kim brought, which is this wasn't the first time we've seen it.
Yeah.
We were by it today, and she
Yeah.
took a photo
Yeah.
specifically. for
Yes,
this.
of
Yeah.
course. Yeah,
Naturally.
There's
as
that
you
butthole
must.
sign.
There's that butthole sign again.
And then one of the kids was playing a game tonight
Yeah.
on the tablet. It was like I don't think it was Hot Wheels, something like that, whatever. And he unlocked a new
Hot
piece
butthole.
for his track. And the thing was like, you got a new track piece.
Wow.
And in like this big dramatic
Kids
voice.
games suck.
And in my brain, what did it hear? You got a new track penis.
Yeah.
Why? I
Better
don't know.
game.
Like that's
It would be
legit
really
what it
funny
sounded like.
to
Just like-
have a racing game where there's a big dick dragging behind your car. That's
Like the evolution of truck,
truck
nuts.
nuts, yeah.
super funny. And like,
Seems
yeah.
like a Devolver game.
The physics are so realistic.
Wait, what's
floppy
the Rocket League? But you have a big dick behind you, and then you can like inflate it to flip. So whenever you jump, that's
It
how you
kicks,
go
does the
forward.
kick.
Yeah,
it's
it
like
does the
pulling
kick.
a bar to like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
It's called
that's-
dick
kickstand.
cars.
Yeah, dick. It's just called dick cars.
No, it's still called Rocket League.
dick cars.
Dick cars.
Dick cars.
It's just the
Oh,
rocket
man.
is a penis.
I'd play it.
The Red Rocket League, obviously.
Oh.
They're big red dog dicks.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's way grosser,
Yeah,
but
it
it
is.
flows.
But
so
also,
It is
and
so
also,
funny.
it also like from the physics standpoint, the way that it shoots out like that.
Yeah.
It feels.
and every time too, because it's red rocket.
It
Yeah.
just
Would leave a
jumps.
smear.
You see it go up, and then it's flapping
in the wind
air as
as
you
you go.
go into a big ball,
That's really what's
which
missing
is
from
now
cars,
a ball sack.
right?
It is hairy.
Kind of like lumps along
Absolutely.
as it rolls
yeah,
like
the
a beanbag.
physics are fucked. Yeah, now because it's two testicles in a bag. Which could be really fun. Or you race towards it and you just stick in it.
dumping
Shit.
into a wad of bread dough.
Yeah,
Become
shit.
absorbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I
Nick-
lost
it's Nick
again.
Hero.
I wish I knew how to play or make games.
Yeah, me too, because that would be good. If
There'd
anyone
be
knows
so
how to
many
make
things
games,
with. It's this game with a dick on it.
Well, it's like Legend of Zelda. If Zelda was a giant penis,
Yeah.
and Link was also a penis,
and the sword was a
a
penis.
penis, and Ganon, still Ganon,
Still Ganon.
still Ganon, yeah. But he had a penis.
But with his penis
That
out.
was the penis out,
But
for
it's a
sure.
weird pig one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes everyone upset.
curly pig one.
Yeah.
Gross.
Wait, are pigs?
No, they just have curly
No, it's
tails.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there? Yeah. Okay.
No, I think they have
I-
regular dicks and big balls.
Pigs rule.
Ugh, they're so
And they're delicious.
Yeah.
I
so
really
tasty.
don't like eating them.
I know, but
But they
they're
taste so good.
delicious.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because our dogs are so close. Like Wendell literally walked through the living room last night. I'm like, it sounded like a fucking pig. The
Yeah.
entire walk, he was going like all the way from the kitchen
Yeah.
to outside.
Yeah.
And I was like half asleep on the couch, and every step was like
Yeah.
it squeezed a little snort out of him.
Yeah.
God, he's so fucking irritating. Just, like between the hours of 2 a.m. and 6 a.m., I want nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
I literally have been sleeping on the couch and not going to bed when Kim does because it takes the dogs too long to settle, and I don't want to fucking deal with it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
A prison of our own making.
I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't allow dogs that breathe like that to be in my bed with me either.
He doesn't breathe like that in bed. Well, he
Mm,
does sometimes. Yeah, he does sometimes.
No.
Never mind.
Listen, I love my dog. I don't want him in bed with me. He's perfectly okay, but I don't want it.
Does he
Yeah, well,
sleep
I was
on the, like on the floor in your room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah, it's
crate
fine.
train, so I feel bad. Because
Oh,
when we're
yeah.
gone.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm over. We're done with crate training. I crate trained Gus, but since I've moved, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
anymore. He's fine.
Just pee wherever.
Yeah. He does, well, no, he doesn't
He's not-
piss or shit inside ever.
housebroken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, our
He
dogs are
doesn't
not.
do that.
Or they are and don't care.
That's
Watley
it's that
can't
one.
It
help
feels vindictive
Wendell's does.
Wendell's is.
Yes.
Watley can't help
It's just
it.
old, yeah.
at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah. No, Wendell's just old. But yeah, Watley's just
Watley's
old.
Watley's
but
spite.
yeah, Wendell's vindictive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like he would
Oh,
look you in the eyes while he
whenever
did it.
you clean the house, or if we have the housekeeper come, like you have to be extra watchful
Yeah.
because he's
They-
like
they fucking ruined
they
my
fucking
shit. They
got rid of my
all my
smells.
smell. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what
And
I'll
he
do?
wants
Please
to
for
go-
smells.
You know what I'll do though is when he makes
You'll
me
piss
get up,
too.
I will piss on his piss outside.
That's
It's
why he doesn't
my
like doing
yard.
it.
Do you
That's
think
why
you're
he doesn't
making
like
it
But that's
worse?
what he's doing. Yeah, he's doing it inside now.
No, because that's a new thing.
Is it though?
No, me peeing on his pee's new. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I was like, I don't remember a
peeing-
time where they didn't
Trying
go
out
to
a
the
new
bathroom in
thing.
the
Yeah,
house.
I'm trying to assert my dominance because they say it's like them trying to like shore up the
Defenses.
defense.
Yeah.
So I'm like, because he thinks he's in charge and he's like the person that has to defend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But no, that's me. Look
Yeah.
at how much pee I got.
You got a lot of pee.
I can pee over all your pee twice,
Oh my gosh.
and I
That's
have. But he also will like almost run into it. It makes me feel weird.
Oh god, I pissed all over my dog.
Like an active stream. Like, dude, go around.
Don't do that. Stop trying to drink
Trying to go to the
it.
bathroom here.
He luckily isn't like interested in it
That's
or
his
anything,
power
but he
move.
just like will like go out
Oh,
and
stop
shit.
being into it.
He goes and walks back in the way he came, and then just won't care if what he walks through.
Well, God bless him.
Dog
My
on a
yard.
mission.
Kyle, what's your topic?
Oh, I have a good topic. So recently there was a pretty landmark case that happened. A court case
Mhm.
wherein a federal jury in Florida said that Chiquita,
The
the
banana.
banana company,
Uh-huh.
is liable for they have to pay 38.3 million in damages to the families of 8 men because between 1997 and 2004 Chiquita funded a death squad in Colombia.
Jesus.
What?
To clear them out of their banana fields.
Basically to like So
Hostile takeover?
It is basically they gave millions of dollars to a right-wing paramilitary group
Oh my gosh.
in Colombia, even after which I believe is probably the main stick, is after the U.S. had declared them a terrorist
I was
organization.
gonna say terrorists.
So
yeah.
that is the big
so
thing.
Chiquita's a terrorist
So if they
organization?
They were
weren't-
funding a
So
terrorist
if they weren't,
organization.
but if they weren't declared a terrorist organization and they were still murdering
Exactly.
people, it
I
wouldn't have been
genuinely
a problem.
think it would not have.
It would
well,
not
it
have been
wouldn't have
showed
been
up.
because it wouldn't have been a federal case, right? Because they wouldn't have cared. But yeah, they gave money to
The Banana Boys are at it again.
AUC, the Autodefensas Unidas de Colombia, the United Self-Defense Forces of Colombia. Anyway, there was a civil war going on, and they obviously had a ton of banana fields in Colombia.
Mhm.
And yeah, it seems like the company says that they paid them under duress to protect their banana growing operations,
Mhm.
which I'm sure, that feels like standard mobster
Shakedown.
shakedown
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
which I do believe to a degree, probably.
Yeah.
But also the problem here is that people came forward and were like, people said they would kill us if we didn't give them our land. And then that land became banana fields. So it's sort of
Hey.
over.
So
yeah.
it feels less like we had to pay this guy or he was gonna fuck our shit up, and more like, well,
Yeah.
we paid this guy and then he helped us get more shit.
Might as well get some more
It-
bananas out of
yes,
it.
Exactly. Like that's what it
Bananas.
feels like.
We paid this
Yeah.
guy to keep us safe, but then it just blossomed into a great relationship
Well,
for the both of us.
You know what they say about
Yeah.
bananas? It's yellow gold.
That's true. Yeah.
What's the first
Well,
time
I
I've
mean,
heard
that's
this?
sort of like it's
What?
one of those things that you learn like about these companies. That's like how Dole in Hawaii
Yeah.
basically
Oh, yeah.
staged a coup.
Yeah.
So they
I didn't
could,
know that
they
either.
could-
Oh,
For the
yeah.
pineapples?
Yeah.
The reason they're like a state and the reason why they no longer have a king or queen, like indigenous king or queen,
They
was
which they
because
used to.
of the Dole Corporation.
Yeah.
So there's, like,
there
no
were a
good
couple other
company then,
corporations
huh?
too,
No.
but no.
Yeah.
Not
no.
really.
You
No,
cannot
no.
make money unless you are an evil piece
Uh,
of
Yeah, I
shit.
mean, it
no,
kind of
yeah.
is like
I
hand
mean,
in
It used to be
hand.
more chill.
To
I
be
think-
And
evil.
by that I mean
No, I think
people just were more just like, yeah, slavery. And
Okay,
coups and
And
fuck
extorting
you.
people and
Yeah.
taking
It
advantage
was more
of
just
them.
a
They
regular
don't have
business
money.
Yeah.
situation.
I think any corporation that has been around for a certain length of time,
Oh, certainly.
then
as
like
long as
absolutely that's
those-
what you're dealing with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Not like
How
now,
did-
not like nowadays that we thankfully we have these good-hearted tech companies that are doing all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
right
yeah,
Well,
things.
luckily
yeah.
they run themselves out of business. But like Chiquita is going to
Yeah,
be
but
around for
they-
fucking ever.
yeah.
$30 million is nothing.
Yeah.
What? How are they not getting in more
So wait,
trouble?
what was that? Like, what did these guys claim that they lost their land to the Chiquita extortionists,
I mean, straight up
the Chiquita
that
terrorists?
it's basically that.
Or what was they-
They're going to be dead next year.
How were like? I'm not saying this isn't bad, but in the lawsuit, how were these people harmed by Chiquita's situation here?
So
What are they claiming they did?
Death Squad. They
basically
killed
what
him?
they did was in from 97 to 2004 a Chiquita subsidiary
Uh-huh.
in the area met with the head of this group
Chiquito.
and basically
Chiquito Mas.
paid them money to get rid of a left-wing group
Uh-huh.
of militants
Get rid of, huh?
that were in the territory of where they were growing bananas.
Okay.
So basically, they hired them to
Take out.
more or less murder this left wing
The
group,
opposition.
and then it came forward. I read some other interviews that came out like days after this article that were like people talking about, yeah, we had land and we were kind of, so it's sort of like that. I'm sure that it basically is like they give them a lot of money to do a bad thing, but then this organization took that money and then also did worse shit.
Well, yeah.
because they were funded by
Yeah.
millions of dollars.
They all of
by
a sudden
an
had all the money that
international-
they wanted and didn't give a
Yes.
fuck about.
Yeah, by an international.
Yeah.
So like it's just like just if you
Wow.
were like
So the guys,
Facebook gave ISIS money.
yeah, but
You
so
know
the
what I
guys
mean?
that
That's like-
sued them are ones that lost their land.
Yeah. So it's the
Okay.
people. No, it's literally people that got murdered.
Their
It's,
families.
it's
Their
people.
families
Yes, their families
sued
of people.
Chiquita.
Yes. They've
Oh,
come
because
together
Because of their
to
involvement
yes, because of the
in
murders.
the death squad.
So how come Chiquita gets off with just paying some money instead of like a criminal charge?
Oh, I
Like,
mean, I
Because
think
they're a
well,
corporation and they're-
also it's federally.
corporations
in
are people
Flor-
too.
Well, it's federally in
until they
Florida.
commit a crime.
So I imagine that probably whoever it doesn't say. I imagine potentially the people responsible within Colombia might be
Still
on
in Colombia.
criminal
Mm.
charges in Colombia,
Fair.
potentially,
One
but
hopes.
I
You know
don't
what?
know. Hard to tell.
That's bananas.
B-A-N-A-N-A.
You sat so patiently on that one.
Banana.
I thought about that so long ago.
N-A-N-A-S.
Is that why they call it bananas?
Chiquita.
No.
Chiquita is
Uh,
really.
Because
but
they'll
they
murder
do-
you with a Colombian death squad.
But they do talk about Chiquita has basically had like this huge sway over South America for like 100+ years, and they have been tied to politicians being removed from office in Honduras, Guatemala, and various other countries. Obviously, Colombia. But yeah.
yeah, but
That's a bummer.
And
but
they
I mean, it's not
also,
like I
in
can get a banana
Colombia-
from someone else.
Also in
where
Colombia,
am I supposed to get a
in
banana?
1928 in Colombia, a bunch of banana workers went on strike, and there was a chill massacre. So
Whoa.
it's like not a cool company.
No, it's not. It's not a great
would
industry.
say.
It's kind of a.
it's a bad industry. Anytime that you're getting I mean, this is the problem. Everything's bad.
Everything's
Yeah,
bad.
everything's bad.
Nothing.
The only
can
good
be,
company is a dead company.
But I mean, nothing can be made without exploiting people. Sadly,
Well, I was just gonna
is
say,
what it
how
feels
else do I
like.
get a banana?
But this is what I was gonna say. Like,
I just won't eat
realistically,
bananas. I'm
like-
fine.
you want a mango? Someone got fucked over for that.
Not
you
really.
want a pineapple? An entire island of human beings
Yeah.
have been fucked, and their shit is now burnt to a crisp, and they don't have water because
Oh,
tourists are taking it.
You want a
Like-
you want a banana from someone other than Chiquita?
We don't have
Guess
to,
who else
we don't
imports bananas?
Whom?
Dole.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's just like, yeah, of course. Like, unless you're eating something from a farm next to you, the
Yeah.
chain is
Bad.
horrible.
Mhm.
Del
'Cause
Monte also does.
Oh, yeah, of course,
yeah,
Del
Of
Monte.
course,
Yes.
Del Monte.
I don't know anything about them really.
Del Monte mostly does canned shit.
Yeah.
I
feel
think.
like.
I
yeah.
think. Yeah. In the terms of history, there's nothing. There's not a lot of good
No.
things that have led. The progress is
To make-
built off
to-
of a lot of terrible things.
To
that
have
are,
a monopoly or a global organization, certainly you are killing people on
Yeah.
some level,
doing
some
bad
way or the other.
things.
I mean, yeah, I have an Apple phone. Some dude
I
definitely
mean-
jumped out a window after he finished making it. Like,
Yeah.
But they
that
put a
sucks.
net. So,
Oh, they
you
did put
know.
a net,
Is
so
that-
it's fine.
is that
They
right?
what?
They put
put
a
a
net.
net.
They to catch them
Oh,
Oh well, that's
yeah.
good.
when they
Yeah.
jump. Yeah,
right.
That's fine. We don't
Get
have
back to work.
get back to
Exactly.
work, idiot.
They made him continue on with his miserable life.
You little scamp.
Yeah, we docked your pay for the window.
No dessert tonight.
No banana.
You don't get any banana,
banana.
pudding tonight. That's right. At Apple, we only eat banana puddings,
It's very ironic.
and we call them banana puddings, plural.
We call them apple pies, but they're banana puddings.
All of our apple pies are banana puddings.
You're an idiot. Shut up.
Banana puddings doesn't sound like words that make sense anymore.
Banana puddings.
We just finished our app. Great, we can have a banana puddings party.
And it's an apple pie.
Oh man.
It's like
A
how
la
they
mode.
use pudding in England for dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, have your pudding.
idiots. What are they doing over
I
there?
don't know. Like, it's a chocolate, you
Also,
idiot.
pudding's such a gross word.
It
Yeah.
is.
Like dessert.
But they
dessert,
call them.
wonderful. Dessert.
They can
Great.
also
that
call
can
them
be so many
puds.
things. That's what I'm saying. It's so gross.
That's
so
why if you say
gross.
banana puddings, plural. It's
Oh,
kinda
I can't
fun.
wait to get like a. Oh, what do you think after dinner? Do you want to get a pud?
It's a pud.
You got to pronounce it correctly.
No.
It's a pud.
It's like an American
pud?
visiting.
You want to get a
what
pud?
the fuck's a pud?
What the fuck is a pud? Ugh. You
Oh,
fucking pud.
Oh, it's pudding.
Hey, look, they put you on the menu.
You fucking pud.
Ryan, what's your topic?
I want some banana puddings now.
Get your puds.
Get some puddings.
Pud means penis.
Guys,
Pud, yes.
nice. Guys, I'm dipping back into a well.
Yeah, robots,
shut
animals,
Oh, yeah, baby.
robot animals?
No.
Animals jumping from planes?
Just the first part.
Ah. I
Sex
forgot
ro-
what I said first.
Sex robots.
Okay.
We're
Oh.
diving
Sex
back
robot.
to sex robots.
Sex
Yeah.
robot.
Been a new development in sex robots.
Oh.
Yes.
Is it just any robot?
The
Is
sex
it a new
robot
development?
Samantha, which is apparently a...
Did we talk about Samantha?
Probably. I don't know. But we've talked about sex robots enough. We're just gonna roll
GAI?
down. It's a doll. It's a sex doll.
Oh, just
GAI?
like something we
She
could
got
buy right
AI?
now.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Sex robot Samantha has gotten an update to now say no if she feels disrespected or bored.
Whoa!
Oh.
Interesting.
Sex robot Samantha got a consent.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
the sex doll
well.
has unveiled a new
Turn it
feature.
Well.
A new feature that puts the doll into dummy mode if she detects aggression.
Dummy mode?
Dummy mode.
The fuck I gotta call it
Dummy
that
mode.
for?
Dummy mode doesn't mean you can't engage in sexual activities to
Whoa.
Samantha. It just means she won't respond physically or verbally.
Oh
That's
my
worse.
god.
At first, it sounded like they were doing something progressive, and then it's worse.
It's worse. What they do? Get married to her? Waka waka.
Oh my god.
They just sold so many more of them.
Oh, okay. All right. Shut up.
He created. Oh,
my God.
Why are you being like this? All right, finally.
Oh my gosh.
The best part was that
So much worse.
I can't believe consent is coming up with sex dolls.
but that
It's
she doesn't
so
but it
terrible.
doesn't actually matter.
No,
no,
I know,
not
but
in the
it-
least.
why build it in?
You want to
Why
know?
make it even a moral question?
You want to know where it came from?
Where?
Okay, let me read this next paragraph.
It seems insane.
Yeah.
Samantha's inventor, Dr. Sergey Santos,
Jesus Christ.
That's a good name.
He's
Yeah,
a
it is.
fucking pervert.
unveiled the new feature
Sergey.
at the
Doctor of what?
Who doesn't
Amore.
Engineering.
Doctor of something.
Robotics.
Doc
Pocket puss.
Paranormal Activity. Featured at the Life Science Center in
Bud
Newcastle,
Doctor.
England earlier this week. Santos says he created the new feature at the insistence of his wife.
I knew it.
No, he didn't.
His wife.
This is like a fucking I implemented it, but it was also
Yeah.
like he did it, so it was like, oh no, people are gonna buy this thing for a whole different reason.
It seems like the feature is meant to replicate consent. However, the naming of it really doesn't come close to any sort of thoughtful engagement with the critical issue.
Yeah, because you named it fucking dummy mode.
While it might encourage some users to
Stupid
treat the
white
robot with
nag wife
respect
mode.
yeah.
and to avoid it going into dummy mode, others could arguably seek out the lifeless robot
Yeah,
by abusing
You should
it.
just call it rape mode.
Yeah.
Basically,
I mean,
yeah.
for fuck's sake.
What do you do that makes it enter that?
It just said aggressiveness, or whatever. So when in dummy modes, the motorized parts of her body, hands, arms, hips, facial expressions shut down.
Okay, but I mean, like, so you just like say mean stuff to it,
I
and that it's
say
like,
or do mean things. I guess I don't. I guess it has a hearing component.
Hmm.
I would assume it didn't get into the details of like what you say specifically.
Huh.
Like I don't think spitting in her mouth would make her angry because she's a sex doll. She's probably into that,
But I don't know. Maybe not.
but maybe not. I don't know.
We're gonna find out she's not into
does
any
she
of this.
know
Yeah.
if you hit her?
Yeah.
Like
But
that
what
sort of
also?
thing.
What if she's into that?
I'm learning so much more about this
Santos
doll.
says he invented Samantha in the first
Yes.
place because his
This
wife
This is what I've
his
learned.
wife was unable to fulfill his sexual desires, and his current relationships with the sex doll Samantha saved his long-term marriage. For me, humans are not enough. He told the Sun earlier this year.
Oh my
I need
God.
sex sometimes of the day. My wife does not want to.
Mhm.
He believes women and men view sex in a very different way, saying men want more sex. And they're also interested in women
stop
and they're
doing that.
also interested in women that are desperate to have sex with men.
Oh my gosh.
The sex robot impact is still unknown.
But yeah, he basically said that him and his wife made this doll to
Save their
save their
marriage.
marriage.
To get him away from her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. But also, did you talk about the personas that it has?
It doesn't. This article doesn't get into the
This says
personas.
that it
I
has
feel-
3 sexual personas, and then it only names 2 of them.
Oh.
You can't ask.
It has-
if you have to ask, you can't
The
afford it.
personas are. I imagine. Okay, here's what I'm gonna guess. Here's what I know the 2 are, and I'll guess the third.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first one is shy. The
Okay.
second one is raging nymphomaniac, and then the other one I imagine is just wife.
Just begrudgingly acceptance.
Just wife. Just like
Resigned.
fine.
Yeah.
Just sighing.
begrudging acceptance.
Just like sighing, and are you done yet?
All right.
Wrap it up.
I would feel like the nymphomaniac one would be the one you couldn't do the over aggressiveness to.
Yeah, almost certainly
I guess
not.
unless
do you-
it's literally
do you,
like you're
like-
punching it, like does it have sensors?
No, you're
where you
like,
can,
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
want to
Does
have
it
sex
know?
with you, nymphobot.
Spit in my mouth. Spit in my mouth. Spit in my
Do you
mouth.
just
Spit in my
like flip a
butthole.
switch to say which one you want it to be, or like?
I don't know.
Engage.
Or do you just buy the one that you want it? I gotta feel like all the modes are there to switch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
it
I
feels
think.
like
to
it.
It's gotta all
rotate
be
depending
in
on your
there.
mood, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you want nymphobot.
Santos
you want-
sells his sex dolls for cool $7,000.
That's honestly cheaper than I was
the
expecting.
latest. The
Me
latest
too, to
version
be
includes
honest.
non-toxic material and
Finally.
Only the latest version.
and reduced smell.
Probably
What?
less off gas.
I was gonna say
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit smelled so plasticky and
Yeah.
chemically. I bet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
especially with all the cum in it.
feel
Yeah, I was gonna say it probably. Yeah, he doesn't.
smells like you're fucking a Kong.
The QA is he does personally.
Yeah.
He's like, yep,
Ugh.
works.
Yep,
Let me
works.
Make sure.
She did
Not a
not like
problem.
it. Works.
Yeah. Yep.
Still works.
Had to turn her
Alright.
off. None of these dolls like me.
Strange. I think something's buggy. They keep shutting down every time I put my dick in them.
But I feel like that thing's gonna rip
They
your
keep
dick off if
shouting
it's only $7
no.
grand. Because
they
like
say no.
when we did the customization of the
It was
real
like at least
doll,
$10,000.
it was
Yeah.
yeah, in the tens, if not more than that.
Maybe the cost of the parts have gone down since then.
Maybe they're smaller.
Or yeah,
well,
or maybe
I mean,
he's-
where are the chips made? We're using these
That's a good
American
point.
chips.
Or maybe he's using real subpar
Are these
parts
from
because he's putting all
España?
his like the AI is like so desirable or whatever that he doesn't have to like use like real doll level, silicone or whatever.
You're
Like,
saying he's making up with the body with personality like an ugly person.
whoa.
So anyway, Amazon, you can make that checkout to LOLJK podcast.
Robots can be ugly too, Kyle.
Yeah, what the fuck, Kyle?
yeah, but if they got personality,
Ugly robots need love
Called
too.
wife mode.
yeah, we agree. We're all saying the same thing.
Different way of saying the exact
Oh,
same
man.
thing.
You can put a bag over an ugly robot's head.
I mean, I didn't realize that's what I was saying.
You can, if
But-
you were to, I'd like to buy. You should have William buy one, and we can swap out that.
Tiny head, but it's like a full body.
I don't think that
tiny
would
little
work.
toy head.
I don't
That
think
would look
work.
hilarious, though.
It would be hilarious.
Oh, that might cause it to shut down.
I don't like a Dennis Rodman tiny head.
What if it can only be in nympho mode if it has the fucking Rodman head on?
Dribble me.
Dribble me. Dribble me, daddy.
Throws a bows.
It spits on you.
Oh, where did you even
Gross.
get that? I
Where'd
stored
you-
it.
He fills
You
the-
don't clean me
Santos
out.
fills it with his spit
Yeah,
himself.
This is for
Oh,
later.
gross.
Do you have a topic, Kim? That wasn't the sign?
Oh, I had a tiny little thing.
Me too.
It feels really weird to go to something
Over to Kim.
so chill now, but
Go, Kim.
well, I saw someone say this in something I was reading, and I asked Joey about it, and it proved true for Joey, so I thought I would open it up.
Yeah.
It said, everyone has that one sandwich they'll remember their whole life.
Wow.
And Joey instantly was like, yeah, I know which one.
Yeah. I pulled it out, and I'll never have it again.
Is it just? I assume it's some moldy thing that you still have in the fridge, like
No.
Homer.
No.
Okay.
But did you guys have a sandwich that was like so good? You're just like, oh man, that sandwich. Still?
That I've never had again?
It doesn't even
No,
necessarily
not
be that, I
necessarily.
guess. I had the one that I came up with twice, and
Mm-hmm.
it was when we went to San Francisco to go to Ape. there was a stand
Yeah.
at the wharf that
Yeah.
sold those porchetta sandwiches
Oh.
that they they have the pork that drips down over the potatoes
Yes,
below.
yes.
But it's like the
Yes.
outside of the porchetta is next to the heat so close that it gets kind of crunchy.
Yeah.
Fucking good. We went back. I
Yeah.
went back specifically for that the following year. And then
Yeah.
they never had ape in San Francisco again, and I never had to go back, which is good because it smells like piss.
Damn.
So I've had so many sandwiches. I think if we talk about the Fat Frank, right? Do we talk
Yes,
about
I
that
believe
one?
we have
that
talked
one.
about that before.
That
don't
one
know.
probably the closest in terms of like the first time I had it.
Yeah.
I don't
When that one's the
remember that.
one. That one's the one that up at school there
Yeah.
was like a food truck or proto food truck, whatever you
Yeah.
roach coach, basically that at the bars opened up at night, and then they had a sandwich and it was like a Philly cheesesteak with
Mhm.
mozzarella sticks in it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Was that
And-
also
and,
though
like
a
the first
situation
time I had
with-
it where it was
because it was like a time and place? Like
Yeah.
you're also wasted.
But that's like kind of the point. It's like it doesn't
Yeah.
even matter like
If
if,
it's that
it
good.
is like in on paper that
Yeah.
good, which I had it like sober and I still liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But you know,
I mean,
it's
it
one of those
sounds
things. It's
hard to
like
fuck
the
up.
first time I had it, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's.
I have multiple
I had to
sandwiches
go back
in
to
LA.
that.
That I
mean,
have
I-
had that experience where they've
Are we counting burgers?
no.
That's-
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I would not say that is.
I would not go to a burger for a sandwich by default.
no, I
would
wouldn't.
say-
I wouldn't
I've
either.
had-
I didn't know what we
I
were going
have
to draw the
three.
line.
There's a place that no longer exists that was right next to Warner
Ooh.
Brothers
Mm.
called Ciao Christina. And they had a pesto prosciutto sandwich on like a focaccia bread.
Crotchet.
That would give me heartburn. But
Oh.
I would just
Order it every time.
Yeah, it'd be like on a Friday night. Well, it's dinner on Friday while we're here in post production. I'd be like, I want that focaccia fucking prosciutto sandwich to hurt my body.
And it
Yeah.
Tums.
Yeah, and it was amazing. And
They
then
kind of have one there at Mendocino that's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mendocino's.
On
And
focaccia
then
bread?
may not
I'm
be
trying
on
to think of
focaccia.
like
I don't think
what's
it
the
is.
first Jewish deli sandwich.
Yeah, I think the
that
first time I had a Reuben was probably life changing for
Rolling
me.
Rock.
that or a fucking French dip
Oh, good
like
French dip.
Oh,
from
Phillips?
either Cole's
Philippe?
or Philippe's.
Yeah,
That shit is dank.
I think those are good, but I don't think that in terms of like monumental
I'll say so.
sandwich
Yeah.
moments.
Yes. Yeah.
I think the first time I had a Reuben,
yeah.
definitely
Langer's number 19.
Never
is
been
that
to Langer's.
the is that the sam the
yeah, that's like it's coleslaw and basically just I think it's corned beef.
You know what? Thinking about it in sandwich categories,
Mhm.
Monte Cristo.
It's a good sandwich.
It's a good
very
Oh,
good
sorry,
sandwich.
that's their pastrami. It's their hand cut pastrami with like just like it's amazing.
Mhm.
But yeah, like any Jewish deli, the first time that I had Langer's is the one I can think of, but that's not the first Jewish deli sandwich. That's just like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then currently my favorite sandwich, which I have to plan a whole day around, is the Dirty Baby at
Good name.
Jeff's Table, which is right down the street from me, walking distance.
Oh.
Walk by it every day.
What's on it?
It is delicious. It's on like I think it's on like toasted challah bread, and then it is like a turkey salad. I think they now have a chicken salad version, but it's like a turkey salad with like crispy shallots and then like a chili crisp spread on it, and then like a smoked manchego or something like that. And it's like it will fuck your shit up for the rest of the day.
I like that yours are like,
It's
oh, it's so good, but I
amazing.
also regret everything I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
No,
My body
I-
fails immediately when I eat it.
No. This one
But that's
is
actually a good
no.
sign for a sandwich.
That one is like I'm just like I'm not going on a date this evening. I don't have to see anyone. I'm at home, and
The
tomorrow
toilet is
morning,
right there,
and
and
tomorrow
we're gonna be
morning,
just
I'm
fine.
also at home. I just need I need to know where I am for the
18
next
hours.
12 hours, so I can shit in private.
That's fair.
It's so good.
But Kim, did
It's
you
so
think
good.
of one finally?
I don't know if I really like.
Also, God,
You just
God
you
forbid
always
a
get turkey
godmother.
clothes.
I know I do.
Classic. The classic Godmother.
That's also classic.
That's
That's a classic
Italian
LA
sub.
Italian sub.
Just the bread is so
Damn.
good though.
Damn, yeah. That's
Like
great.
there's a lot of Italian subs out there, but like
There's a
the
meatball fucking sandwich at All About the Bread that's
Mhm.
like in the middle of Hollywood that like the first time I had that made me shit my dick. It's fucking good.
bread. Meatball subs are good.
Kyle
too.
has a love-hate thing with food.
I like yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
everyone,
I like
every
a-
single
I
one
like
of
a
them.
rich
the
sandwich.
first sign it's good is if it immediately ruins his bowels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I
Night.
like eat it and I'm like this is gonna ruin my day.
Yeah.
Like I'm like that's good. The Langer sandwich doesn't ruin my day. I'll give me that. I'll give it
it's
that.
Barely even worth talking
But
about.
it
them.
is like 10 pounds. So that's
It is
the
a
difference.
couple sandwiches.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I remember the first. I think I went to a Jewish deli with you first, and
What
we
was
met
the
someone.
name of that
In
place?
was a
Culver
chain.
City,
In Culver City.
Roll and Rye.
No, not-
Roll and
no.
Rye.
There was a chain we went to.
Jerry's.
Jerry's.
Oh yeah, Jerry's.
and
yeah.
we were. It
That's
was
like
when
a
we
micro chain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
we, had,
Two or
we
three.
were not.
chain, but
Yeah.
We
A
just
couple
moved here.
locations.
I was like, man, that's fucking expensive.
Yeah, Jerry's expensive.
And then like, but having never been there,
yeah.
I was like, man,
That's
that's for a
pretty good,
fucking
though.
sandwich.
Yeah.
And then it comes out, I'm like,
Oh, it's gigantic.
I'm making
Yeah.
only eat half of this. God.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
Huge,
It's huge.
and then you get like
Yeah.
a massive thing of fries on the side too. and you're
Yeah,
like, all
that
right.
and
makes
then you
sense
get
now.
like 50 pickles and
Yeah, free
Yeah.
pickles.
Yeah, free pickles.
We
No
gotta go
joke.
to a Jewish deli.
Yeah, I was gonna say you live
Mm.
next to Brent's.
Yeah, we get
yeah,
Brent's all
we
the
got
time.
Brent's
Brent's?
last week.
Brent's
Brent's
a good one?
fucking
Okay.
good.
Oh,
Brent's is
so
a
good.
staple when my parents are in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
It's
think
real
I feel like
good.
there's not a good one that nearby me in Burbank, or maybe there is. I just don't know. There's sandwich places. There's two
I don't
Tony.
know.
I think I've talked about the two Tonys. We got
No.
two Tony's sandwich
Oh,
restaurants.
I do know one of the
There's a good
Tony's.
Tony's and a not
Which
a good
one's
Tony's.
the good Tony's?
The good Tony's is the one that's closer
should
to
change
me.
their name.
Riverside?
The
Is the good
no,
Tony's
it's
on
Magnolia. It's
Riverside?
on Magnolia.
All right,
Oh,
we should stop
okay.
talking about local food.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No,
Anyway.
we're talking about the good Tonys, not the bad Tonys. By Disney is
Uh-huh.
the bad
Oh,
one.
okay,
That's,
good.
that's
I-
not bad. It's just like nah.
I had an idea. I'm not going to do my other topic because we're already at time, but I was wondering if you guys would like to try.
Mhm.
If we each have, say, 5 cards,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and we write down
Mhm.
a general theme on them.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Put them all in a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Draw one.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That is the theme for the next episode.
Oh, I don't hate that idea.
That's not bad.
I thought it would be fun to try. Maybe
Do you want to
give-
try to do 4 themes? 4 themed
Or like,
episodes?
or is it a theme? Or is it? Oh yeah.
No,
so
but I mean like a different theme.
for each episode for like a month.
Oh, you
Yeah.
you mean like a theme per person?
I'm saying
No.
we keep it going.
Oh yeah, I thought maybe
I'm
we tried a
saying
couple.
maybe we
Give
yeah,
it a
yeah.
good
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Is this a soft reboot?
It kind of felt like
Are we
it. I
doing
was
that?
talking to
Are we-
Kim.
Are we gonna have to? Are we gonna be? Are we gonna sued by anybody?
Smarter, sir.
Smartsers.
Smarter,
Smartsers.
Smarter?
smarter,
Guys,
sir.
you can sign us for so much less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
A
Great point.
million.
What, we got 4 of us.
A million.
I'll take. We'll sign a $4 million deal. We each get a chill mill. You know what? Okay, maybe 8. Maybe.
Okay, let's be realistic. 1 million.
yeah, for all of
That
us.
is
I
perfectly
would
fine.
fucking do it.
That
you're right.
I'd
Yeah.
quit. I
Yeah.
just would be done. This
Yeah.
is all I'd do.
yeah.
That's
We'd have
it.
so many episodes.
Yeah. That would be so good.
Throw away the career. Done with that.
Done with that shit.
Oh, we'd be so
Fuck
good
that
at
We
shit.
just
shit.
soft rebooted.
Hey, you know what?
We're-
We
Yeah.
tighten it up. It'd be so tight.
Oh, it'd
So
be so
tight.
tight.
So
There'd be so
tight.
much
We'd have
social
someone
media.
else to edit
So
it.
Schmeeds.
Oh, there'd be other people. for
Oh
sure.
no, we gotta pay them.
Oh.
Interns.
Intern.
Business Kim.
Oh, but if this was
Interns.
all we were doing,
We could do it then.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
fine.
we
Yeah,
could.
yeah,
we
yeah.
could
But
do
you know,
that.
when we get bigger, because this
Oh,
is
then
all we're
you
doing.
have
Then-
to.
Well, then we're making more money
from
from
the
the
advertising.
Well, but then make more money. The
Yeah.
advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
not signing like a 10-year contract for that kind of.
Sure.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
Good.
We're gonna
point, yeah.
renegotiate.
Yeah,
We'll give you
obviously.
1 year
For
for mil.
less.
1 mil.
Mhm.
We'll get those numbers up there. Get that cont for you.
Not a problem.
Not a problem.
Fresh, hot comp.
If you want to
Easy.
know what it's what's,
People just don't understand how cheap we are.
with the
We're a deal.
That's nothing.
where this If you want a podcast,
We got a backlog. You guys want IP? We got a fucking dictionary, bro.
We can just start.
We got
just start from the
characters.
beginning, and you can release those weekly.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep
Well,
making
maybe not the
shit. and then
beginning.
we'll-
Maybe heavily edited.
No, not the ones that are.
Maybe like
Not the disgraced
maybe
ones.
like a tight 30. If we
Maybe-
get down to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a tight 30.
Maybe not the beginning.
Maybe we do one little
Maybe a
recap
best of.
episode.
What if we do like a
we
best
do
of?
one recap episode.
What if we
Here's
do-
what you
oh,
missed.
Let's do a
Yeah.
bottle
Here's
episode.
everything you missed.
It's a bottle
Yeah.
episode.
Everything
Remember
you
that
missed.
time when
Yeah. It's just a
Yeah.
buffalo bit or bison bit.
Bison bit.
That's all it is.
Fucking cutting that down for the best of was impossible.
Yeah.
Kyle, who do we have to thank for this episode?
Well, we have a sponsor board, and on that sponsor board, some of the sponsors are real, and some of the sponsors are fake. But the realest of the real are, of course, our Patreon sponsors. And this week's Patreon sponsors are Neat Weeb
Yay!
Oh, we matched again. I hate that.
and Jason Z.
Thanks,
Wow.
sponsors.
Thank you.
When we sync up into an exact tone, it like fucks my ears up for some reason.
It's very pleasing to me, and I don't know why it
called-
freaks you out.
Joey,
It's like
it's
rolling
called-
down a window in the back
It's
seat.
called harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
was
not
just like,
harmony.
just-
It's the same
Well,
note.
it's close enough.
whatever. It's very pleasing to me.
Synchronicity.
I mean, he's right. It's literally not harmony, but you know.
Yeah,
It's
but
still
you know
very
what?
pleasing.
Close enough.
I
Who
don't
cares?
understand.
I'm sorry, fucking nerds.
Thanks, patrons.
That's pretty good. Thanks,
Fucking
patrons.
dorks. Why would they pay us $1 million?
God
We're
damn
so
it.
cheap.
Hey, you piece of shit companies. Fucking eat shit.
All
Fuck
companies
you.
are evil.
Quiet Power Out Loud.
Oh,
Quiet
my
Power
bad,
Out Loud.
my bad.
Those heroes over at Spotify.
Hey, what's up?
Tamp down the quiet. The quiet part stays quiet.
What? Okay. Anyway, you too can become a Patreon sponsor by going to patreon.com/LOJK podcast, where you can join for free if you feel so inclined and aren't quite sure about spending money yet, where you'll get lots of free things such as movies on tape.
Nice. You
Ooh.
did it.
Where Joey reads
Currently,
you.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Yes, is reading you the junior novelization of Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, doing all the voices.
And you also
by that,
have-
the one voice.
So far, one voice.
Yeah.
I already got my Mark Margolis ready, though.
Uh-huh.
'Cause he's
You
the
wanna
landlord.
try
Do you
it
have a
out for
Tone
us?
Loke?
Tone Loke.
You got a Tone Loke yet?
Is there a Tone Loke in this?
Yeah, Tone Loke plays the bald black guy that's like his friend that's at the force in the police station
Oh,
He's a
right,
rapper.
right.
of the time.
Of the time,
Tone
yeah.
Loke.
No, I
Yeah.
do. I have not gotten
Had
him
a
yet.
very low voice.
I told my mom because she's like, "You have pretty good Ace Ventura," and I was like, "Thanks." But there's 3 minutes of the show that I cut out.
Did
where I got-
Did my mom say that?
No, my mom. But I
No,
got.
but I'm asking if my mom. Said
She has
that.
not said that.
Yeah, because she hasn't
She's not
listened.
commented on the Ace
But I
Ventura.
got to the point where he spoke,
Yeah.
and I had not thought of it at all.
Yeah.
So there's 3
Tell me,
minutes of the
tell me.
podcast of me just being like, like trying to
You
figure.
didn't cut it.
No, I cut it out.
Oh, okay,
but,
you
like,
shouldn't have.
Yeah, I know.
That's Joey. That's a
That's great
Patreon
bonus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I shouldn't have
there
said
you
That's a
go.
that.
good bonus.
But yeah, also if you join, you have the back catalog, which is Super Mario Brothers and Encino Man,
Yeah.
full, locked and loaded, ready to go.
Yeah.
Bam.
But yeah, you should check us out, patreon.com/LOJK podcast, where you'll get a whole bunch of shit. If you pay money, you get a ton of stuff, such as various game nights that we had, Dune commentaries. You will also get the special bonus segments for Joey and I's other show, Yesterday's Tomorrow Today, where you will hear movers and shakers of the industry talk about dumb shit that
Me
we
and
made
Kyle.
them talk about.
Movers and shakers. I had one of my former bosses on and told him
You've
about
had-
drinking my sweat.
Multiple of your former bosses on.
That's
Yeah.
true.
At least 3.
Yeah.
Which is great. But if you join at the Sally 2 level, you will get a shout out on the show. But then if you join at our highest level, you will become a producer on the show, where you will get one note.
Still waiting.
One note every
on that
episode.
one note.
You can give us
When he
vid-
does
hey,
give it,
did
though,
the video,
one note.
Did the
It's gonna be
video
big.
freeze?
here's
Oh,
Yeah, it did.
one note.
Son of a bitch.
Oh no.
I tried to do my one note. And my finger didn't
Your
blow.
finger didn't move.
Yeah, that's such a good thing Brian can see
I-
the
can I
video
see-
now.
Well,
I
if it
solved
was
the
right
problem.
here, I would have noticed.
Yeah,
All our
Just saying.
cameras froze, but I can still do the graphics on it.
that's actually
Perfect.
Kinda
Well,
great.
whatever.
I kind of love that.
This is how you just get it back.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you have to do us individually. You
Yeah,
have to
it's
refresh
super
us
Oh,
annoying.
what a
individually.
great system.
That's stupid.
Yeah, very stupid.
Glad you
hate
didn't
that.
do me just then when I was yawning.
Look at that
Literally.
freeze of you.
Like,
though.
you look
I
so
can't see it.
stoic. You look like you never felt a feeling.
I
You look like a
I
Samantha.
do look.
Dummy mode.
You look like you're in dummy mode.
Full dummy mode over
Full
there.
dummy mode. I'm in full dummy mode.
God damn it.
It is the wife mode.
I was about to say it's just wife mode.
Wife mode is wife mode.
You said it, not me.
Hey,
of course.
Waka, waka, waka.
Waka, waka, waka.
But of course, our producer for this episode is David Gray.
Yay!
Thanks, David.
One note.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
But
patrons.
Here's my fear: is when he does give a note, it's going to
Yeah.
be a really good one that's going to shatter me because I didn't think of it.
Yeah, we don't have to do it though.
like themes. Is that what you're trying to get ahead of?
Trying to get
Are
ahead
you
of
trying
it.
to get ahead of it?
Yeah, no.
No, so the problem.
What if we did a theme?
So with the themes, we'd have to set it up for the end of next episode where we'd want to draw it, right? When we
Yeah.
want to draw it. So next episode is a normal episode, and then
Yeah.
we start theming it next.
Yeah.
And we do it on
Yeah.
air.
Correct.
right. We
Trying
did
to
the
get
drawing on
myself.
it.
We're gonna draw
I'm trying
it
to
on
cut.
air, yes.
I'm trying to bring my workload down for one more session.
Yeah,
So-
sure.
Because I got
Yeah,
this
yeah.
this other thing I didn't do this time. So
Yeah,
I'll
so
get
there
to
you
do it
go.
next time.
Yeah, no,
Great.
just come prepared with some theme ideas for next time.
Oh wait, we
Okay.
have the come up with the ideas.
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
of them.
Yes.
Oh,
Brian.
no.
5 each. We put them in a bowl. We draw one at random.
Better come up with a good idea
Uh,
about themes.
You got 2 weeks.
Patton.
I know that doesn't mean whole patent episode. God, that would fucking suck.
Yeah, it would.
Dead
You
generals.
could just open it up to war generals. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Dead
That still
generals.
sucks. It's a comedy podcast. I don't know any of that shit. It's
That's
called
why you-
He had
LOLJK.
fish hooks in his cheek.
That's
Uh-huh.
pretty funny.
You know how many times we
Hilarious.
laughed during that section?
None.
None.
That's how he would
Yeah,
laugh.
but what about
Okay, it's good. I take
Comedy
it back.
gold.
We're back on board.
It's actually very good.
I am so much pain. It's already killed me.
I'll see you later.
I wish I'd throw a clot.
I threw a clot.
What was the phrase for the clock?
Threw it.
Through a clock.
Throw a clot.
Threw a clot.
It's a real thing.
I know, but I've never heard it in my life. I love it.
I would've said
I've never
pulled.
heard of it.
No, it's
I
throw.
pulled a clot.
Pop-
No,
a
you
clot.
don't pull a clot.
I would say popped a clot. I popped a clot.
You pop a clot.
I popped a clot.
You throw a
And by that I
clot.
mean I'm dead. I popped a clot. Oh, I popped a clot in my leg. I'm dead. I felt it shake loose. You're like trying to
Every
hold
time-
it. You're like
Yeah.
trying to
Keep it down there. You squeeze your leg really tight so it can't come up.
pushing it down.
Every time I feel a pain down in my leg, I'm like, oh, it's coming for me.
Oh, I'm popping a clot.
I'm popping a clot. Pop is way better.
This Bob's
This,
way
this is
better.
it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We are also sponsored by the 10-pound Mega Moscow Mule.
Mega Mao.
10
Oh.
pounds?
10 pounds.
Is it mostly cup?
I would say the weight is mostly cup. Yes,
Why-
It is in a
they did make
giant
even
copper-
a special,
copper
mule
cup.
there.
they made a special mule cup for
It's
it.
so cold.
It is available.
big.
I will say that
So
I think
cold.
this may be discontinued, which is a bit of a bummer.
How much of it is
but
ice?
the place still exists.
Mm.
It's the PhD Terrace in New York City, but I don't know if they still
They don't do
offer
this?
this drink anymore.
Can I just
which
say that
may be,
handle looks a little wuss?
Yeah, I would. Well, you're not
You're not picking it up
supposed
by
to
the handle.
It is for multiple people to drink. You're
To
not
sip.
supposed to
Everyone
hold
gets
it.
a big
You
straw.
get a straw.
Decorative handle.
It is
Get a ladle.
$185.
Whoa.
Not as
It
bad as I
is 164 ounces with 18 ounces of vodka or
Oof.
tequila, which is about 3/4 of a bottle
Okay.
of booze.
That's
Okay.
still a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean,
would
that's-
agree.
But even the cost of that is still a lot for that much.
I would say yes. I would say it's about $85 more than it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're getting like real
Unless you
quality
get to keep
stuff.
that giant.
I guess
cup.
I was trying to think of it. I'm like, how much is that split between, let's say, like 6 people, right? 5, 6 people?
How much was it?
like
8,
how many
180?
It'd be
regular Moscow mules is it?
30 for 6 people? I don't know. That's like, well, I guess what
It's
I'm
like
saying.
2 drinks.
Well, I would say you usually do about 2 ounces.
It's a couple ounces
I'd say
per,
2
right?
ounces
Yeah.
per drink.
Yeah.
So you're talking 9 drinks. So if you,
So then just divide it by 9. What was the cost? 185
20.
yeah,
roughly. Yeah.
Ish.
yeah.
So about as much as you would if you spend 15
Yeah,
to
probably
16 bucks on a drink anyway.
probably the same amount.
But you're,
I
yeah,
bet
you're
it's
not,
the exact-
you're not
but
getting
you
a
get it-
quantity discount.
You're not
But-
getting, yeah,
But you do get your friend's spit in this one.
yeah, that's true.
Guaranteed.
That's
So-
true. If you're
Mm.
sharing it,
I mean,
assuming
Well,
you're sharing
That's
it.
true.
I hope.
You do get a lot of fresh mint and lime, which is pretty sweet.
That is a lot of
That's
fresh mint.
mint.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that we've done the math, it's like, wow, that's not even a.
Mm-mm.
That's
That's
no
not even a
Bloody Mary
discount.
with a burger on it.
No, I know.
I bet it tastes
It
like
is-
shit.
Oh,
I
guys,
bet,
when
you know
are we
what?
gonna go to
I
the
bet it tastes
Dells?
like
I bet it tastes like shit. We gotta go.
Oh, we gotta go to the
Dells.
Dells.
We gotta.
Okay,
Gotta get a
that's-
burger.
Okay, well, I know what my theme is.
Y'all, if you've been to the Wisconsin Dells, write in.
Yeah, tell us if it's
tell
if we
us your
should make
best.
a
Tell us your best time at the Dell. Tell us about your best time at the Dells.
Worst time.
Tell
at
us
Dells.
tell us your worst time at the Dells. Give us your dream itinerary.
Gotta
at
know
the
what to
Dells.
avoid as
Gotta
well
know
as what to
get.
do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what's
I went to
a pilgrimage?
a beautiful gas station there that had some fucking fried chicken that I was like, I'm
Bet-
about to buy.
Too good to be in a fried chicken.
Too good to be in it. Too
At a
good.
gas
The whole
station?
gas station was too good. There was like a full
So you got those
bakery
fancy
in it.
chips.
There was like, it was though.
Yeah.
I did get some fancy chips
Oh,
there.
we gotta get those chips too.
Gotta
We
get
gotta
those
go
chips.
to the Dells.
We
Yeah.
gotta go
We
to the
gotta go to the
Dells.
Dells.
I'm just gonna eat that marg every day, or that
Here's what
Bloody
we
Mary
do.
every day.
Here's what we
You'll
do.
be so full.
we
Yeah.
get the kids all in one place here, and grandparents take care of it, and then we just go to the Dells.
we go to the
Oh,
Dells.
we
You
just
don't
go
even
to
take the
Dells.
kids.
No.
No,
Kim, that's what I want to do for my birthday. I don't want to go anywhere fancy. I want to go to the Dells.
we're going to the Dells.
I want to go to the Dells without the kids.
We'll just
in the
drop
dead
the kids
of
off
winter.
at your parents.
In the
Yeah.
dead of
Yeah.
winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
Nobody
a
will
lot
be
of
there.
shit
It'll be cheap.
inside, right?
Probably cheaper to go there.
You said right? Like, yeah, if assuming indoor
But I
slides
mean-
don't freeze.
I mean, they heat
like,
that place.
Do they have gambling
sure.
there?
No.
Oh.
We can gamble
No,
wherever we
it's
want,
not like
Joey.
Montana.
You can gamble. You wanna gamble? I can get you a gamble.
We gotta throw bones.
We can find a
Throw some
place to
bones.
gamble.
Oh, we
at the
don't have to
Dells.
find a place to legally gamble.
Yeah. No, well, you can find a place.
Close enough.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are also sponsored by the Micro Touch Max all-in-one personal trimmer. Of course, sponsored by Brett Favre. Sorry, the picture's a little too small,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that has a Brett Favre on it,
We'll do this.
which is pretty funny. Look at Brett.
Oh boy.
Fucking Brit.
Look at Brett.
I have to get this.
You don't
done.
have to do it. You don't have to get it that. We don't have to
Whoa.
let people know that.
Whoa.
Bretford.
Bretford. The yeah, so this is another Walmart as seen on TV product.
Oh.
It does only have 2 stars, which is a bummer. It is, of course, the Micro Touch is a personal trimmer for precise grooming. And the thing that I like about this particular product is that for the description of it, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 9 bullet points that have just been copy and pasted like 4 times.
Couldn't even think of the rest, but it just looks so good with 9.
It trims. It's precise.
It
It's
also
smooth.
says
it trims. It's precise.
precise, yeah.
It's smooth. It's trim. It's precise. It'll take all the welfare money from the state of Mississippi
Yeah,
and put it towards their
absolutely.
daughter's school.
It's made of German
Won't enter
stainless
dummy
steel.
mode.
It doesn't see. I thought since it's Favre, I assumed that it would be like this is for your dick neck, so you can send them
Favre really
pics.
said-
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
can send them pics, baby.
Uh-huh.
That's what I figured, but they didn't quite sell it that way. It does. One of the bullet points is that it removes unwan.
Ooh,
Unwanted?
unwanted hair.
Yeah, but it's just the last PowerPoint. It just says
Last
removes
bullet point.
unwan.
Sure it does.
No,
that
obviously,
stuff.
obviously
Real
nobody
good,
spell checked.
real good
Ugh.
editing on this. Yeah.
I hate Unwan.
What if unwan
Well,
is like a
remove
thing?
it with Brett Favre's hair thing.
Brett Favre's dick stick.
That's a way better name.
Why?
God.
Why doesn't it exist? This is horse shit. But yeah, most of them are 1-star reviews. Disappointed. Junk.
Yeah.
1 star from Kevin. 1 star from L. Joseph.
They have mangled
Ronald
genitals.
said junk. Very poor quality product.
I mean, the bullet points didn't tip him off.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Unwan.
Yeah,
Unwan.
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 Removing that unwan,
Remove that unwan.
would made you think it was going to be a real high quality product.
Removes Unwan. Unwan.
Only the highest quality of product.
What?
He's looking
Oh.
at your next thing already.
And then, of course, we are also sponsored by Danzig's Old Box of Frankenberry.
Oh my
Danzig's
God.
Flophouse.
We're, of course, ongoing sponsor, Danzig's Flophouse. And each week, a different item inside his Flophouse. And this week is Old Box Frankenberry cereal. And a thing that I learned about Frankenberry is that now with General Mills, Frankenberry, Count Chocula, and Boo Berry
Uh-huh.
are only seasonal.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
I
are
know that.
exclusively seasonal. They are no longer year-long offerings.
Only Easter seasonal.
Only
I assume.
Easter.
Only Easter.
Only Easter.
Christmas and Easter only.
Yeah.
April,
only
May. That's it.
And they do show up for Memorial Day.
Can you
They
imagine
come out.
They come out.
Danzig chowing down on some Frankenberry?
Sitting there next to Marvin.
You know what?
Yeah.
He's eating it off
By
of
the way,
Marvin.
I
Marvin
also-
is his table.
I
He's
didn't
eating it off of his
include
little.
I didn't include what was directly next to it,
Yeah, that's later.
which I think it's worth saying because it might come up later, but we'll forget.
Yeah.
It's a stuffed bear with a candy cane.
Oh my God.
That's right next to it.
Okay.
I love Danzig's Flophouse.
Danzig's flop. Just if you really dig into those photos,
Yeah, they're really.
there's a year's worth
Multitudes.
of. There's a year's,
Dan-
easily a year's
Oh,
worth
man.
of sponsors.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's good.
Yeah, not too bad. We are also sponsored by Trucks Drive 'em.
Beep beep.
And of course, we're also sponsored by the sadly yellow jacketed, but they did pay us through 2025. We are talking, of course, about the former XFL team, the LA Wild Jackets. Go Jackets.
I just can't imagine listening to the show for the first time. What the fuck is all this stuff? What is this? Do they do this every episode?
Can I be honest? If it was, I believe it was on the Discord. I think it was Colin. Shout out to one of our. You can join our Patreon and you can get on the Discord
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
But I believe he recently was like when the ads start, when the sponsor board begins.
saw this too.
But then I look and see that there's a half hour left.
I saw
And a
that
nice little
too.
gif of Biden being like.
Yeah, right.
Not too bad. Yeah. I honestly, if someone asked what the show was, maybe you just send those.
The
And,
ending.
and then you're like, wait, is this the end? Yeah, that's the end. Are these real?
Well, I mean, some
Hey,
of them.
some of them.
Did you hear what he said at the beginning?
There's a disclaimer clearly
Come
at
on.
the beginning.
Some are real, some are fake, but the realest of a real.
Yeah, it's even a thing enough that I could recite it back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
clearly.
I just did it, and I can't even do the Patreon stuff.
Yeah.
Can't
That's
even
true.
do that.
I can't even
do that
Patreon.
stuff.
I didn't even know it. I barely got through that sentence.
That's true. That is-
Patreon
yeah.
makes Brian
Okay,
clamp up.
that is
It's
true.
real weird.
It's Patreon, and
Dummy
it's
mode.
cars, and it's cars without roofs.
Damn.
Patreon dummy modes, Brian.
That's my aggressive. That's the aggression. Oh, a Patreon. I still let you do it.
Yeah. You still have,
But I don't
He just
participate.
doesn't want to break
Not
the
part
I
of
still
it.
let you. I still let you sign up for my Patreon.
Yeah. Still let you do it. But I'm
But
just
I
dummy
won't
mode.
like it. We're also sponsored in Kyle's Crisis Corner by the price of non-alcoholic products. This has come up a couple times in my life
like
recently.
mocktails?
No. I mean, yeah, kind of. So in terms of like, currently my roommate is not drinking, which I think I've done, like, he's doing like a dry month.
Mhm.
I've done a dry, so he's been drinking a bunch of non-alcoholic beers, some of which are very good.
They used to
And
not
then,
be.
yeah, I know. And then I recently met some people that were getting ready to open a non-alcoholic bottle shop. So like a whole liquor store that's just non-alcoholic.
I didn't know there was
stuff.
enough stuff out there.
There is. My thing is that it all costs the same as booze,
And still tastes like it without the benefit.
but it
No,
doesn't taste like it
doesn't.
either.
Got it.
So it's
Yeah.
like
I just assume it's all bad sodas.
like some of it is like some of the beers are good,
Like-
and I understand like it's kind of nice if you're just like watching a game at like like noon or like 10:30 football game, and you're like, I'd like to think I'm having a beer but not fuck up my day.
Yeah.
And so it's like, great, I get that, that's great. But like then there's stuff where it'll be like, here's fake gin for $50,
Why?
and it's like, or 30, 40, it doesn't matter.
That's too
Any
much.
amount of money other than 10
Yeah.
for fake alcohol, which has a process that takes time
Yeah.
and money, which is why it costs that amount of money.
Yeah.
It's just like this weird thing where it's like they're just like, oh right, we can just sell you non-alcoholic stuff, not doing the hard part, and you'll still spend the same amount of money. And it's fucking, I feel crazy. Like, great, yeah, I'd open a fucking bottle shop too if I could charge people a bunch of money for flavored fucking water.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
LaCroix should fucking charge me $40. Like, I don't understand.
Don't give the
like,
corporations any ideas.
I know, but
Kyle.
I'm just like, it just is like mind-boggling to me of like, I'm glad that that's becoming a really big market, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
But it's like, when does it does it need to break out of being niche and like more
They don't
I
have
think
the
so.
economies of
Budweiser,
scale.
like that's why does Budweiser need to be like,
yes.
we're making NA shit and now it'll be everything, it'll finally break the dam and things will be not
crazy.
crazy, but it's like but even then Budweiser would still be like, we'll charge you the same for NA beer
Yeah.
as Bud Light. So it's still the same fucking
Well,
problem.
it's all
where it's the
because-
same fucking shit.
Kyle,
It's just
'cause
water.
all in a product already.
Oh, I see what you did.
What?
There, Kim.
See what I did there?
Yeah, there's no alcohol in Bud
Bud
Light.
Light.
basically.
Wacka, wacka,
So-
wacka.
It's just
She
flavored
got
water.
him. She got
which is
him.
what he was
She
saying.
got him. She got
Yeah.
him. She got him.
I mean, you were complaining
She got
about
him.
flavored
I
water.
don't
being
see.
sold
I
too
don't see
much.
Budweiser signing any $100
But
million
that's like
podcast
but that's,
deals.
It
Yeah,
just is
suck
like
it.
That's fine.
It's the stuff it's the fake booze that's
The
really
fake
getting
liquor?
me.
Fake
where they're
liquor.
charging a huge premium
That is
for
weird,
shit
yeah.
that just is
In
like
minty water?
where they threw like aniseed and a
Yeah.
bunch of shit into it.
Yeah.
And now they're like, and now we charge the same amount of money as like a high end. Like I can buy my favorite gin on the planet for $40.
Yeah.
And I can also go and buy fake gin for $40.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
It must be what Kim said. Is
that
it's
is
not a big enough.
absolute fuckery.
It must not be
Yeah,
a
it's
big
not
enough
big enough
market.
market.
So when they do sell it, it's to people.
Or it's a bunch of fucking rich kids that are starting their little side businesses
Yeah.
and trying to fleece people.
Yeah. Also, it could
That's
be.
my guess.
That's also probably true too, because it's probably you're not finding it anywhere outside of LA.
Welcome to
Yeah,
America.
other
Kyle.
than big, yeah, I don't think there's a ton of
And,
people in the
like,
Midwest
New
that are
York
like,
City.
time to start my own alcoholic business.
Yeah.
If anything, it's about time to start a new fucking brewery to sell to all of my alcoholic relatives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
You know, or make some still water.
Yeah.
Some
alcoholic water.
still water.
Yeah, some mom water, some still
still
alcoholic water, the
the worst
grossest thing
thing.
ever. But at least it had booze in it.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine someone being like, "That's my go-to"?
Oh,
Mom
someone
water?
is.
Yeah.
Someone is.
Someone does.
Someone
It
does.
totally.
Tastes.
It tastes heinous.
The fact that it is still is weird.
it's
But if it
awful.
had a good flavor, fine.
yeah,
But it doesn't even have a good
tastes like
flavor.
piss.
Well, they're so
it tastes
out
like
of
piss
touch
more than
that they
beers that people
named
say
them-
taste like piss.
They
Yeah.
named them the name of women, and they named one of them Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because one
Like-
of her friends is a Karen.
But
Like,
they
named Karen.
have to know that that's like the connotation around
Yeah, but they don't
that.
care.
They don't care.
They don't
That's
care.
how
I don't
they
give
did
a
it.
shit.
And they probably didn't.
Did you guys hear us?
What?
They don't Karen.
Oh, you got
I
him.
didn't hear it.
But that's the
Anyway.
thing. But ironically enough, a Karen does care too much.
Anyway,
That's
I'm
why
not.
they are a
I-
Karen.
The point is,
They are that Karen.
They're
is a
Karen too much.
Listen,
That Karen's
oh
a Karen.
my God. Listen, the point is this: I'm not mad that non-alcoholic options are available widely. I think that is great, and I think that'll become more of a thing. And I have indulged in those, and I think that some of them are good, and that's great. And I think it's nice if you're having a party, you have some non-alcoholic beers
Yeah.
for people, you have some non-alcoholic little cocktail things. That's great. It should cost half the money of regular alcohol because the process is zero.
But Kyle, they put anus seed in it.
I know, and I'm also like, I know the process isn't zero.
They put
I know
star
that,
anus in
but
it.
I'm just saying the difference is even the shittiest beer takes months. It is time and skill, and you're paying for that.
All right, we got to end the show because Kyle's getting
I'm
more
losing
mad.
my mind.
He's
Bail.
getting madder
Are you
the more he
fucking
talks about
shitting
it.
me?
I'll retransition back to the full screen. We got to get out of here before Kyle fucking
He's
kills
gonna,
someone.
he's gonna throw a clot.
Kyle's going to throw it. Pop
He's
the
gonna pop the
clot.
clot. He's popping the clot.
It's in his side. We got to get out of here.
You can see it coming through his leg.
Was that you, like, half losing feeling? Just, Thank you all for listening. Again, find more patreon.com/LOLJK podcast. You can email us loljkpodcast@gmail.com. Do all that stuff. Talk to us on the Discord. We love you very much. Thank you for listening. I've been Joey Reinish.
Kind of guy.
I'm Kim.
I'm Brian.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.